I never understood the term, okay boomer, until I saw this video. Hi, welcome to the channel. Don't get me wrong, I love Angry Video Game Nerd, Board James. I really enjoyed his Dracula video he put out. I've actually watched it more than once. I've even downloaded Angry Video Game Nerd and Board James to my server, so when YouTube, not if, when YouTube goes away forever, because let's face it will one day, I'll have it. I'll be able to watch him still. It's just I don't like his reviews types. I don't like his movie review things because the other two guys kind of overpower him. And, you know, you can be critical of things that you like. Like, I like the channel. I like James. But he showed how old he was with this upload. He really sticking to that in the past thing. And he kind of becomes a hypocrite at some points. Like he gives a reason and he throws it out. So I'm going through all 10 and explaining why James Rolfe is an idiot in this upload. And why maybe Cinemassacre sucks and not Bluray.
This is kind of a strange thing to say for somebody who surrounds himself with VHS tapes, but I'm kind of tired of physical media, and what ruined it for me was the Blu-ray format. I blame Blu-ray. I'm going to tell you why. I don't know if this is the most timely topic since Blu-rays have been around for a while, but hey, complaining about old stuff, that's kind of what I do. Just to clarify, I still sometimes buy physical media for collector's purposes and to make videos about as I sit here in my shrine of nostalgic relics. But when it comes to watching stuff, streaming wins for convenience. My complaint with Blu-ray is that it came after DVD and should have been a whole lot better. And aside from better image quality and probably a whole checklist of technical advantages, it offered nothing new to impress me. In fact, a lot of things about it were worse than DVD. Yeah, Blu-ray worse than DVD? How is that possible? Well, here's my top 10 reasons Blu-ray is worse than DVD. Number 10.
Number 10.
The menus. Remember when DVDs had awesome menus? This goes to show...
Okay, so he's talking about menus here, and let's get one thing straight. What are menus for, besides taking up space on the disc? They're to help you navigate to watch the movie, special features, put on whatever audio you want, because unlike other countries, Parasite, America will adapt their movies' audio for everybody. No subtitles needed. Although we do offer subtitles if you still want to watch the original audio for our movies. And in America, we get, in Region 1, we have English, French, and Spanish on a majority of our movies. James goes into complaining about how the menus are boring nowadays. 5 seconds ago, didn't he just literally say that streaming wins for convenience? I've had some movies, mostly Disney, where the menus were annoying. It's like, I liked them, but the first time I saw them, they were like really fun, like Muppet's Christmas Carol. Oh, Kermit talks to you about what you can do on the menu. That's so funny and cute. The fourth time you do it, no, it's not. If you stop the movie and hit play again, because your DVD player doesn't have a memory to it, you got to rewatch the entire thing over again just to get to that movie part where you wanted. Same thing with Pirates of the Caribbean as the skull talking to you. So he's complaining about menus. They didn't even use menus anymore because streaming wins for me because of convenience. So, but how come there's no menus on streaming? I mean, technically, I guess he could consider the iTunes or Vudu or like Movies Anywhere as his streaming, the streaming services, like the menu for it as the menu. But, you know, that's just as dull as what Warner Brothers is doing.
What can get done when somebody thinks, hey, we have new technology, we can interact with it, let's get creative with it, and we can roll TV menu. You can click on anything, nothing to do with it. Some TVs have that person, that character movie, fucking do. Go ahead, social media, oh, there's a DVD with complaints a little too small. That's great, I hadn't seen that many great menus on Blu-ray. I mean, it's really every single movie, and the DVD menu shows 1,000 times whatever. The Blu-ray always either just 10 seconds of the movie, or it's the same stock menu. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times Blu-ray saw the same stock menu, and anyone with a computer can make. If I open that movie right now, which is itself, I use one of those templates, anything better. What happened to the art of menus? Number 9.
What happened to the art of the disc? I mean, look, a lot of them are just blue or silver nowadays. They don't care anymore. They realize that people want the thing for the video on the disc. They don't care about the collectors. That's why steelbooks, if you buy a steelbook of a movie, you will get art on the 4K and the Blu-ray, or the Blu-ray and the DVD nowadays. If you buy a regular disc or a collector's set from like Target or something, you get the 4K on you get the disc artwork on the artwork on the 4K because they come with that now. But the Blu-ray is just blue or silver or white because of the basic colors, and that's it. There's no artwork on disc anymore either. So that's just sign of the times. I mean, yes, physical media is still a billion-dollar industry, but companies want to cut corners. Number 9.
Bonus features. Remember when DVDs were loaded with extras like
bonus features. He does realize that streaming services offer the exact same bonus features, although some of them, I will admit, like Star Wars or in other Disney titles, will give you free YouTube videos attached to your bonus features. Seriously, episode 9, if you pre-order it, the only thing you get, the special feature, is literally a little legacy documentary featurette that was done 2 years ago and uploaded to YouTube. And is still on YouTube till this day. So, this old fart, basically, that's what I'm calling him now, this boomer, is complaining about not having special features when they don't do it on streaming either, and you own the disc.
Trailers, TV promos, commentaries, deleted scenes, and bloopers. Short Blu-rays have them too, but not as often. It seemed whenever Blu-ray had good amount of extras, the price was also extra. What's the idea of special anniversary release? With DVDs, it seemed the idea was always to include as much material as possible to help push a new format. But with Blu-rays, it was just the bare basics. At the very least, a movie on Blu-ray should have all the same bonus features that were on the DVD version.
This is the only thing I will agree with him with, that the Blu-ray should have the same one as the DVD, because the Blu-ray disc is bigger. But, you know, sometimes it's due to licensing, because there's music in the extra feature that they don't actually own, they just use, and they license for it, and now they can't use it. So I can understand some of them, but other ones, no, it's like Disney, they own everything they make, and everything they touch, and they dump special features all the time. It's like Lucasfilm. The Star Wars saga, 6-film set, had everything, all the special features from episodes 1 through 6 that had been released at that point. This big commemorative collector's edition 4K with all 9 is missing a shit ton of it. Lucasfilm owns it, Disney owns it, but they're leaving it off. Why? Who knows? So this is what I will agree with him. This is the only point of his that I believe I agree with, if I remember this video correctly. It's been a couple of days since I watched it.
That's no reason to leave it off entirely. I'm sure there's copyright reasons and contracts they want to renew and stuff like that. And I remember Blu-ray, my intention was always to replace the DVD version, but instead I have to keep 2 versions sitting on my shelf because all the same stuff is on there. Number 8, oversized cases. Number 8, oversized cases.
Number 8. This is only when you buy collector's editions. For the most part, every Blu-ray is the same size. It's like if you bought that Batman collection that he has, oversized. But same thing with the DVD. The complete collection of Batman the Animated Series, which I'll show on the screen right now, is a huge honking thing. It's on top of my DVD case because it's just too big. That's collector's editions. Collector's editions are always that way. It's not like every Blu-ray has a big honking case. It's just collector's editions. You want a book to go with it? Well, guess what? You put the book in the box. So this one is just niche market. It's just the collector's sets. Not every single one that comes out has it.
They overcompensate, for sure. With Blu-rays, it's always too little or too much. If you want that special edition with all the bonus features, you better be prepared because it ain't gonna fit on your shelf. What am I supposed to do with this? When I ordered this on Amazon, I had no idea it was gonna take up so much space. So much for alphabetical order. I guess it's going somewhere else. Number 7, the disc holders.
Number 7. This one I will also agree with, but it's not that common of a thing. For the most part, every single movie, this is also something for special editions or TV shows that are in big cases. This is only affects big cases. Blu-rays, 90% of them use those little blue cases that all have the same push. The only difference on the little blue cases is some of them have a little hook on the side to unhook. That's it. Every single one has a little push. So this one is also for special editions. So what his video should have been, special editions suck. Collector's editions suck. Not Blu-rays suck. He's bitching at a format, but he's really angry at collector's editions.
This is not something I ever thought needed to be discussed. The simple invention that existed since the beginning of comic discs. CDs, DVDs, they all have the same thing. It was a circle that holds the disc. You push it, it releases. Done. What's so hard about that? It was simple, it works. And Blu-ray came along and said, hey, let's cop.
Special edition. Collector's set, all 4 movies. My Indiana Jones copies that I have the little disc thing on the side. I bought them separately.
Okay, let's take a big pain in the ass. There's all kinds of new ways to read the wheel. Let's leave. Oh, that's right. Now I handle the disc away as much as my fingers. And sometimes this fall back and sleeves get washed. Sometimes there's hanging around heads. I'll never forget the Back to the Future trilogy set. That actually had instructions. Not the instructions if I remove a Blu-ray. Yeah, that's a set. Not Blu-ray. Not standard Blu-ray disc. So I said 90% of Blu-ray discs are all the same as DVDs. Poof. So his fingers and memories why suck. Or collector sets. That's a set, not a Blu-ray. Not a standard Bluray disc. So as I said, 90% of Blu-ray cases are all the same, just as DVD, and it's just poof. So his thing really should have been 10 reasons why special editions suck. Or collector's sets suck. Number 6, reconfigure.
Number 6.
Buttons. I have a PS3, which I strictly use for watching movies.
This is where majority of his problems come from. Him using his old-ass PS3 as his player. The button problem, I have no problem on my cheap little piece of shit LG Blu-ray player I got like 5 years ago on Black Friday for $10. Plays Blu-rays, doesn't need updates or anything. It's all the formats and everything perfectly fine. It was originally like 100 something. I got it as a doorbuster sale at Best Buy. And the buttons are all the same. His problem is he's using a stupid PS3. Not a Blu-ray player. That's a video game player. Yeah, it can read Blu-rays, but that's like calling an original Xbox an Xbox 360 because an Xbox 360 can play an Xbox game. They don't compare. And the other problem that we'll dig into this, number 5, will be he complains about the discs need to be updated. The discs don't need to be updated. Your damn player needs to be updated, moron. Because if you look at those early Blu-rays, the ones with the little silver circle, half circle on the case, I'll show an image on it now. Those all have a little insert inside them that say, you need to have an updated Blu-ray player because it may not have the best performance for this disc. Because this disc is best performance because they were still fixing and adapting and making the format when those movies were coming out. And that's the kind of disc that PlayStation 3s are made to read. So his PlayStation 3 is telling him to update the system.
I have yet to find another Blu-ray player with a better remote control than the PS3. The main thing I like about it is that it's Bluetooth, so I don't have to actually...
My LG one is also Bluetooth. I can hit the button in the other room. Like I can leave my family room, walk out into the living room, hit play, and the damn movie will start. So he needs to do a little more research and get a better player. Hell, the 4K one that I bought is freaking Bluetooth.
The remote at the player. The PS3 is the only DVD Blu-ray player I know that has a Bluetooth remote. I'm not saying no others exist. I just can't find any.
But yeah, you're bitching about it.
It's been a long time since I looked. But anyway, I would have no problems using the dark because I always feel that mouse circle in the middle anytime you pause play. Which no pause play, which left right and right fast forward. It's very intuitive and I love it. But then Blu-ray came along and messed it all up. Now, for most Blu-rays, not all of them, but for most of them, the no circle does nothing. Now, when I pause, I have to press the dedicated pause button.
So now he's killing a format, or condemning a format, because he thinks they should all think about, does anybody still have a PS3? I mean, we're on the 4 now, and we're making 5 next year, so should we really worry about the PS3? Yeah, because you know those few niche people that are still using it? No? Anyone? No? Okay.
Play, and I have to press the play button. Not only do certain runs out, but the stop button is in between. So I'm in the dark feeling around, I have to be extremely careful not to hit the stop button. If I do, it goes back to the PS3 menu, and the entire disc starts over. If I was having to watch a movie, I have to wait for all the commercials all over again, and then start trying to press the movie on the top. Just because I stopped. Why do the buttons have to change? Number 5, software updates. To play.
Number 5. Yeah, Update your fucking PS3, dumbass, or get a better player. This one, I am just going to skip completely because he is just stupid. If he had bought a regular Blu-ray player, you'd have no issues. Literally. Or just let his PS3 update. Or, gotten a PS4 instead of a PS3. How shocking. Because I know he has them. Because he's a video game nerd. He probably bought a PS4 first day it came out. But yet he's complaining about the PS3 being his Blu-ray player. When a 4 is the updated Blu-ray player. And anybody knows anything about Blu-rays, they remember that those original sets that I've already talked about, all those little inserts saying you have to have an updated system. So I'm just going to skip this one. So we're going to go to number 4.
What the hell is encryption key? I need to unlock a movie that one. Performance of the software updates renewing encryption key. No, thanks. Just forget. Wow, I don't think this will use true physical. When you activate the internet, that's it sends visibility right there. Number 4, ownership by Sony. 4, ownership by Sony.
Number 4, ownership by Sony. Why would he care about this? I mean, just because porn can't be put on Blu-ray as much, and independent people can't order them as easily, and it costs more?
We get so casual about the idea of one company owning an entire format. Stop and think. Nobody owned
Because it doesn't affect us. You don't have to have a Sony player, although you're using one with a PS3. You can have a LG player. You can have a HG player. You can have a regular Blu-ray player. You can have an HP Blu-ray player. Hell, you can play Blu-rays on an Xbox One. So no one cares anymore. It's a non-issue, pal. It only affects the studios, and they don't give a shit. Number 3.
Jess. Number 3. The name. Maybe it's just me.
The name? Freaking hell. Now this is stretching on his complaining rack. The name Blu-ray, because it's used a blue beam of light to read the disc. The next format is actually called 4K. It already exists and it's been around for a couple of years. I know he's still living in the past, but this man really just needs to go to Goodwill, get himself a Blu-ray player that was made 2 or 3 years after Blu-ray was released, and he'll be fine. I'm not even going to listen or make you have to listen to this because the name, seriously?
Number 2.
Let's not forget that it's still a DVD. If it was a DVD, then how come DVD players can't read them? It's not. It's a different format. Now, number 2.
Marking. Sitting down and watching an entire movie from start to finish without having...
Yeah, that's another thing that his dumb PS3 has a problem with. My cheap-ass little LG Blu-ray player, I can literally take the damn movie out, put it back in. Days later, I can play another fucking disc. I have taken out a movie before. Stopped watching it because people got home, don't want to watch it, so I stop it. And then I leave the thing in the player for days, weeks, months, because I don't watch the stuff. And I go put another one in, and then I go back to watch it later. At least with the film Batman Begins, it did this. It starts back up the same damn place. I didn't have to do anything. It's just, it remembered. And every single one that I have, except for Funimation, there's an asterisk there. Anything from Funimation, so any anime or Viz, I cannot skip the trailers. I cannot save a space. It will not remember the disc. If I hit stop and I hit play again, it will restart the damn commercials. So that's an anime problem. That's another reason why I don't watch anime. So it's another this is another one of his problems where it's his damn player. What an idiot. Quick little Google search. He would have had change his name title to I have a bad player and I hate special editions. At least he would have been honest then.
Stop is a luxury.
Number 2.
When you got the tough. But on Blu-ray, on this newer...
Scratch number 2. Does he know that these things have, like, bookmarks themselves? They already have them? Chapter titles, as some of them call them? Which can get you close to where you were, and you can just fast forward a couple seconds if your player doesn't do it, because I know he's an idiot using a PS3 still. So why don't you just do that? I mean, seriously. Every major studio production does that. Like, dumb little indie titles won't have them, obviously, but some of them will, because even if I've had, like, those dumb video player things that he was bitching about the bookmarks, the main menu. You can see right there, scene select. Okay, so you're too cheap or too dumb to get a new player. You could just click over, scene select, click, there I was, play, oh, it's not this scene. Okay, I can just sit here for a couple minutes and rewatch this moment, or I can fast forward to the moment I was on. Once again, he's just lazy. He's bitching about nothing.
Technology, it doesn't work. Sometimes it does, but most of the time it doesn't. So I have to start the damn thing from the beginning, commercials, trailers and all, and then go hunting.
And that's only if you, it's like for my instance, it's his controller that's the problem, because on mine, either skip or main menu. It skips over them. Skip, some of them you can't just jump to the menu, you have to just hit skip a bunch of times, like 3 or 4 times. But other ones, you can just jump to the menu. Now, the only problems I have with ones that you can't do either, like I said, Funimation is just anime, to my knowledge, to the ones I've had. And you can go and see how many DVDs and Blu-rays that I have and I've watched that don't have these problems on them. So it's just his player.
Mark, find it and resume the movie like normal.
You don't know what a button is on your controller? Get your controller's guide and read. Find out what those buttons do. Don't just randomly push buttons, pal.
And even then, why do I have to do that? Why can't it just work like DVDs? And when it comes to technical things like this, remember, it varies from disc to disc, and I'm not the most technologically up-to-date person, which you can tell. So there's a chance I'm doing something wrong, but this is my experience with it. It shouldn't be confusing and frustrating, and with something that's so similar to DVD, why can't it function more like DVD? Number 1, commercials and trailers.
Number 1. I've already covered this. I'm not going to bother letting it play, or I'm going to skip it for you guys unless it's something I need to talk about while I'm watching it. Yeah, I already talked about this. It's his player. It's his controller. Unless it's a Funimation or Viz Studio topic or content, every DVD or Blu-ray I put in, I can skip the damn commercials. Every single one. Either by hitting skip, because they won't let you go to the menu, or hitting menu. And that's it. Some of them don't even have them. Like the Lionsgate, Ninja Turtle Blu-rays. They just instantly start playing. There's no menu. I mean, there is, but you have to click menu to see it. And all it does is let you pick what chapter title you're on. If you want to start the movie randomly in the middle of somewhere, and you hadn't finished it before. Because in my player, if I want to get a movie, like if I don't want the movie to start up during the credits, I just have to fast forward to the end. Because if I don't, then every time I put the movie in, it'll just start with the damn credits. So I haven't gotten used to doing that every movie I have. So that's how I found out the Ninja Turtle ones have those. It's the ones with the pizza slices as a disc art. So, yeah. For the most part, he's a boomer that doesn't want to buy a new player, and he's admitted it. So, yeah. James, get a new player. I'm pretty sure if my cheap little LG player is Bluetooth, that majority of them are going to be Bluetooth. Get a new player, and shut up. You hate special editions. That's about it. Because you praised streaming for the convenience of it, but you don't own streaming. Anybody that likes physical media who supports streaming is an idiot. Unless the thing's only available on streaming. Because Fox, which is now Disney, has proven that movies will be randomly pulled from streaming, even if you own the damn thing. Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer were pulled from Vudu and iTunes and all these other places when Four Stick was coming out, because they wanted you to watch the new one, not the originals. So they can do it. Books, ebooks. The first year they were there existed, I remember seeing a big fuss in the newspapers in USA Today about them pulling the rights, the books being pulled even though you already own them. The Beatles have pulled their music off of iTunes even if you own them. Like, unless you download the thing to your system, it'll be gone forever. It's like Nintendo. The Wii Shop is gone. Unless you downloaded the stuff from the Wii Shop to your Wii, it's gone. You paid for it and it's gone. That's all digital. There is no, oh, I own this. You own the rights to stream it. So all his arguments are kind of stupid because he's a streamer now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.